Hey, so obviously you guys know that Haltech looks after us, still covered in shit. But yeah, as you'll see, we got the IC7 screen that's been in there for a while. Trying to get the glare off that, but as you can see, my new logo in the background there. Not clever enough to have done all the screens, but like I said, just left most of them standard. But anyway. But yeah, like I said, I was just going to run through a quick tutorial, I suppose, for guys like myself that are tech retards. There's a couple on YouTube already, but anyway, so I thought I'd go through the whole process. But basically, I'll start from there, so you know where you're going. Obviously, the isolator's on, but yeah, we'll come back to that. So you can sort of get rid of that. So yeah, as I was mentioning, there's a couple of YouTube tutorials out there, but one guy sounds like Kripke or whatever his name is off Big Bang. I spent half the time laughing, but there's a few things in there that he doesn't actually tell you, or he might tell you, but tech savvy people would understand that I didn't. But yeah, anyway, I suppose the first thing you want to do is get yourself a image. This is obviously Microsoft based, whatever version of Windows. Again, you guys be able to tell me. But yeah, and seem to find that, like I say, use the just the normal photo opener, editor, whatever you want to call that. Oh, we've got two versions going already. But yeah, so if you open like your image that you want to play with, compress it down to this size, so 160 by 108. Just seems to fit best in that space. So yeah, like I said, I've got a few. You'll notice the naming convention, but yeah, if you have a look at one of the other videos, it says the size of the image. Anyway, I presumed he meant the pixels, 480 by 480, or whatever that number is, not actually the kilobytes size. So anyway, but you'll see there, even that there's a slight difference already. So this is the one that's there at the moment. But yeah, so the naming convention is quite important. But like I said, if you hook up to your IC7 port, obviously energize it. So once it turns on, yep, and that's flashed up on the screen. So don't worry about that. Like I said, don't have the ICC software open to start with. Just yeah, go straight into this. Now it's got to remember which one it is. Dash status, QML root, and then images, and then so you want to go view, so you can sort of see what you're playing with. So not that one. Medium. Oh, right, icons. Even if you make that a little bit bigger, maybe. Right. So now you can sort of see what you're playing with. So like I said, all of these are sort of manipulable, and yeah, you can do whatever you sort of want with them, I suppose, to a degree. What you have to remember is when you put it back in here, the naming convention has to be exactly the same, and obviously the size. So yeah, but basically what you do, go in here. So like I said, open with Paint, for example. File, save as. So save yourself a copy to the desktop, and like keep that same name. Yep. Okay. All right, and then from there, you basically want to go. I'll minimize that for a second. So while you've got that open, minimize that, whatever too. But basically, open your image. Don't open it in Paint to copy it. It seems to pixelate shit out of it. But yeah, basically right click, copy, don't close that, just minimize it or else it doesn't like to paste for some reason. Then you get your one you've made with that naming convention. Actually, hang on, it's already open, isn't it? So yeah, come down here, paint. Right, obviously Control V for paste. Drag it around until you're over here. So you can only go so big, and I suppose you'll see why in a second. But yeah, basically that's there. But yeah, basically everything else that's going on around here, you need to sort of leave room for. So then, yeah, just save. And then you can basically X out of that because it's on your home screen now. So that's the one we just played with because it's got that original naming convention still. That's one I was just messing around with earlier. But yeah, you'll notice the size. But anyway, so yeah, go back into, should be open here somewhere. Right, so back in here, and then what you want to do is just basically, you just hang on, go back to your desktop, minimize, drag this to a spot where you can get to it. I'm sure there's other ways of doing this, and other people will tell me I'm a retard, but that's who I'm doing it for. The guys that don't know all of the tricks of the trade. But yeah, grab that. Basically, you can drop it straight over the top. Replace this file in this destination. Yes. Okay, so that's done. Yeah, basically from there you are good. So that's saved in that section. So then yeah, close that and go into open your ICC software. Make sure you've already got the latest version of this downloaded. I probably don't, but Haltech seems to yeah, prefer if everything is recent. I had a problem with the data viewer the other day, but yeah, it was my issue. It was an old version. So update dash. Oh, hang on, okay, maybe press the wrong one. Select dash, no, cancel. I gotta remember this part. It's not, no, that's not it. Load from dash, maybe. Computer data is identical to dash. Do you want to load from dash still? Yes. Right, so that's there. Now obviously that looks a little bit out of place while you're still doing that. See, it's not technically a live version, like you've got, you know, your volts, etc. None of that matches perfectly. But that's just showing you basically what I assume is a preview. But yeah, basically then update dash. So you see the green progress bar down the bottom here. On the drive, okay, I'll see what happened. And there you go. So, like I said, you know, bit of shuffling, getting it in the right spots, etc. But yeah, basically name it what you want. So this is sort of going back into that setup screen again. But yeah, anyway, so that's how you do it. Obviously Heatwave, sponsored by those guys too. But yeah, Haltech's obviously making this all possible. Anyway, yeah, basically if you do have a drama, you can load like I said, I stuffed it up a couple of times trying to remember the first time, but or you know, convert over from what I did. But yeah, you can open the default, like I said, ones again anyway, start from scratch. But yeah, like I said, have a play in there, and then obviously once you're in this, you can you know, tune all your background colors, etc. Like all of these are all changeable, you know, or your bezel, you can change all the colors and whatever else you want on there too. But yeah, like I said, set your backgrounds, you can set all your lights, all of that business, so it's pretty cool. All right, cheers.